Hello. So, if you've been following along, we've been working on our main figure. So, while the paint is drying on that figure, in order to keep things going, as a painter, it always depends on time that you have and kind of your motivation. I'll just speak from my own personal experience. Some days I'm more motivated to paint than others, and sometimes life happens and we just don't have the time, even though we might be motivated. Um, so with this weapon, I've got paint on my figure drying, and I want to keep going. So I've got my again, same one of my favorite dry brushes ready to go here, and you guessed it, I'm going with Lead Belcher. It is one of my favorites, and I'm just going to start dry brushing the barrel of this weapon here, and it's going to be hitting it. Oh yeah, and that's oh, and I hope this is translating to camera and on film, because this right here is the reason why I love this particular metallic from Citadel, the Lead Belcher. Is it does what it does, and it does it so incredibly well that um, yeah, I'm such a fan. Cannot recommend it highly enough. It's got enough highs and lows, and it just goes on like a dream. So you see me dry brushing in this up and down motion, perpendicular to the barrel. So now you're going to see me go this way here. I guess maybe that was parallel before. I'm sorry. But I'm just going to lightly add some more richness in there. I want, and as you get into it, your eye will naturally just kind of laser focus in, and you can rub with the brush heavier in some places, like right on that detail there. I really want that one to stand out. That one's standing out beautiful. And right on these edges, you can your eye will just hone in, and you become, all right, it's going to sound cliche or silly, but you become one with the brush, and you just know, like, okay, I'm definitely putting on the right amount. But I'll say this, it is super fun when you find that sweet spot and you're painting and you're just like, yeah, this is doing exactly what I want it to do. And around the edges of the white or the cream color, I'm rotating the brush so that the flat part is here, and I'm not getting paint where I don't want it to go. And then I'm going to grab with my fingers in a place that will not be getting this metallic treatment, and then I will start hitting the other areas. And I will say, for the handle, it's okay for you to be generous and a little bit more copious with the paint itself, because that's going to get a different treatment when it comes to the contrast or the shade, wash, whatever, to get in there. And I've not yet made up my mind as to whether or not I'm going to add in some extra colors. There's a natural reddish orange, looks like red, on this weapon, and I may, yeah, it's definitely red, because I'm seeing it there again. I'm just going to flip this over and paint the dry brush the other side. But I may go back in some of these fine details. Not 100% sure yet, but and incorporate some red just to tie it all together. And we see that there's yellow on the belt, and we've got some orangish red eyes on the figure. So I want to tie in that color, but in a way that's not like overdone, or doesn't feel just, forced. I want it to feel natural, and oh yeah, I love Lord Vulture. It's so good. Oh, it just does what I want it to do every single time. Um, Yeah. And we'll hit these here on this side. Boom. I'm just kind of going right in directly with it, just real light, and it's giving me the exact effect I want. I'll kind of get in there really heavy, and if I'm a little bit light on paint, I'll just dip in and get it again. And it's okay, again, even though that's a recessed area, to be copious, because again, our eye will catch natural recessed shadow, and if I'm trying to make that look metallic, I might need to go a little bit heavier there. And in the process, I can always come back to it, but that right there is, I am super happy, super happy with that. I actually had a bristle that got caught in there, and just go back through. Yeah, there we go. Just that easy.